Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are going good and understanding my previous classes. In my last class, I have completed the chapter 1, that is called Nature and Significance of Management. In previous class, in our last classes, we have come across from first chapter. That whole chapter is concluding 11 marks for your examination. In today's class, I am going to start chapter 2. What is the chapter 2 for you? The chapter 2 is Principles of Management. What is the chapter 2? Chapter 2 is Principles of Management. In this chapter, you will be getting 7 marks for the examination. You will be arising 1 marks 1 question, 2 marks 1 question, 4 marks 1 question for the examination. Total 7 marks from this chapter. I am going to start chapter 2. The chapter name is Principles of Management, which is going to conclude, which is going to involve 7 marks in the examination. First, let us know what is principles. Principles means what? What is the meaning of principles? Principles is nothing but guidelines. Principles is nothing but what? It is a guidelines or rules or methods which will be followed in the management. In the management is called principles of management. Once again, I will go to the meaning of the principles of management. What is the meaning of the principles of management? Meaning here, principles of the management means are the statements. What is the principles of management? Principles of management means it is the statement which will be writing by the organization, which will be followed by the organization. That is called principles of management. Principles of management are the statements. What is the principles of management? Principles of management are the statements of fundamental truths. Yes, obviously it is a statement which are called as a fundamental truths which provides the guidelines. What it will provide? It provides the guidelines to the organization. Principles of management means it is the statement of fundamental truths which provides the guidelines to the managers. For whom the guidelines will be provided? It will be provided to the managers of the organizations to manage the business activities. For what purpose? The guidelines will be given to the manager to manage the business activities and to make the decisions and to take the actions in the business in a correct manner, in a easy manner, in a smooth manner, and to tackle the various problems, to handle the various problems, to face and correct the problems. That is called principles of management. Principles of management andre istene. It's nothing but the company, the top level management is giving certain guidelines to the managers. Are you understanding the point here? Yes, see here, the principles of management is nothing but they are the some statements which are fundamental truth which will be provided to the managers. For what purpose? To manage the business activities, to manage the business activities, to make decisions, to take correct actions and to face the problems of the business in a effectively manner and efficiently manner is called principles of management. Once again I repeat, this question may arise you for 2 marks. What is the principles of management? Principles of management means they are the statements. They are the statements which will be under fundamental truths. Principles of management means they are the statements of fundamental truths which is provided to the managers of the organization to manage the business activities, to make the decisions, to take the actions and to handle the various problems of the business in effectively manner and efficiently manner is called principles of management. Let's go for the next concept, features. This question may arise you for 4 marks. Explain the features of principles of management. There are 7 features. First is universally accepted. Second one, generally guidelines. Next, third one, formed by observation and experimentation. Next, fourth, flexibility. Fifth, mainly behavioral in nature. Next, sixth, cause and effect relationship, and the seventh one is contingent. They are the 7 features of principles of management which will be followed by each and every organization in all over the business. Let us go one by one. The first feature is universally accepted. Universally accepted is nothing but the principles of management will be followed all the areas, all the organizations, all the companies, all the multinational companies, all the schools, all the colleges, offices, banks, in private sectors, government sectors, public company, small scale industry, big industry, one small institution, one small computer center, one small office, one small professional something. It will be followed by each and every business in all over the world. That is called universally accepted. The principles of management is nothing but it is a rule, it is a guidelines which will be followed by all the businesses in the world. Next, second point, general guidelines. The principles of management means it is not a rules and regulations. Clearing the mind. Rules and it is not a rules and regulations. It is just our guidelines. It is just a statements which will be followed by the managers to take the correct actions and decisions in the organization. General guidelines, which is nothing but general guidelines is nothing but the principles of management are not the rules and regulations. It is a statement or it is a guidelines which will be followed by the managers in the organization. Next, third point, formed by observation and experimentation. The third feature here is formed by based on observation and experimentation. Here, the top level management, the managers are going to make some guidelines in the business. They will be maintaining, they are going to preparing the guidelines based on the observation and based on their experience. Not overnight they will prepare guidelines. They will be observing each and every department. They will be observing each and every point in the organization. They will be observing each and every area in the organization. According to that only and according to their experience, according to their experts, they are going to maintain they are going to prepare the guidelines to the organization. Next, fourth point, flexibility. Whatever the guidelines which is preparing by the top level management to the managers, that guidelines are not permanent. That guidelines are not fixed for a particular area. It will be flexible. It will be flexible is nothing but the guidelines will be changes according to their situations. That is called flexibility. Flexibility is nothing but the guidelines which is preparing by the organization. That guidelines are not fixed. That guidelines will be not followed all the times. It will be changes. It will be taking some situation. According to the situations, the company is going to maintain or going to prepare the guidelines of the principles of the management. Next point, mainly behavioral in nature. Yes, the principles of management is based on the mainly behavioral in nature. It's purely on the human resources in the organization. The guidelines are going to maintain mainly on the behavior of the business, which is nothing but it is purely based on the who are working in our organization, like top level management, middle level management, lower level management. What are the guidelines, what are the norms, what are the procedures should be followed by the top level management? What are the guidelines, what are the statements should be followed by the middle level management? What are the norms, what are the guidelines, what are the statements should be followed by the lower level management? It is based on the behavior of the employees who are working in the organization. Next, sixth point is cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect relationship. Here, the next feature here is cause and effect relationship, because it is based on the totally result which is we are working in our organization. Here, top level management is also working for the business, middle level also working for the business, lower level also is working for the business. Here, the company is going to maintain or prepare the guidelines based on the result, which is nothing but what we are doing present. If it is going in a correct manner, if it is going in a smooth manner, then no problem. If it is creating any problem, in that particular department we are facing any issue, if we are facing any problem with that employee, if we are facing facing a problem with that particular department, so it will be based on the cause and effect relationship. There are different departments in the organization. For example, finance department, marketing department, sales department, then HR department, research and development department. There are different departments in that organization. The department should be in a relationship, that department should be in a corrective manner, that department should be followed certain guidelines, that is called cause and effect relationship. It will be based on the results which is presently going in the business. Next, last point, contingent. Contingent is nothing but the principles of management are not fixed or not permanent, or not any changes will be there. See here, contingent is nothing but the rules and the norms, the statements, the guidelines which is preparing by the organization. It is based on the contingent. Contingent is nothing but situations which is facing in the organization. If finance department is facing any situation, if finance department is facing any problem, the guidelines will be prepared for them. If any human resource department is facing any problem, they are going to maintain some guidelines to them. Here, contingent is nothing but if we are facing any issues, if we are facing any problems in the organization, the managers are going to